Alright, welcome back to Amatsutsumi. In the end, Mana didn't wake up until several hours after sundown. At this time, we usually finish dinner and are taking our baths before going to bed. Good morning, Mana. Though technically it's evening.
もうそんな時間なの。
She slowly sits up in bed and stretches. Well, at least we get to hear her moan. Her skin is still a sickly hue, and it's snowing a bit more than before. But at least her expression looks more comfortable than before.
心はお風呂かしらね。
She looks around the room and mutters to herself. I guess it's not just that I can't see Kokoro. She isn't actually in the room.
どうして誠がここに？何かあったの？
I had something important to talk to you about when you woke up. She opens her eyes a little wider and looks closely at me.
大切な話ね。私の言霊のことかしら。
There's that too, but that's not all. One of them being, I think Kotaro is an alien. I've got an important decision and I need to discuss with you what will come next. She gasped softly.
わかったわ。でも、
She glances at the doorway.
この家だと心たちもいる。外、人のいないところへ行きましょう。
If Kokoro or Azuki-san saw her apparently talking to thin air, they might get concerned. And if that forced Mana to speak even more Kotodama to dispel those concerns, that would defeat the purpose of me trying to talk to her. You're right, but are you feeling well enough, Mana?
平気よ。眠ったおかげでかなりマシになったわ。
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, either way, I think she'll cancel her Kotodama once she hears what I have to say. And when it happens, I'm sure the burden on her body will suddenly lighten by orders of magnitude. She doesn't seem to be in immediate danger, so we should be fine for now. Where do you want to go?
どこでもいいわ。でも、そうね。
She slowly gets out of bed and takes her school uniform off its hanger on the wall.
せっかくだから、学園の中庭は、どう？
The courtyard? That's a little too far away from my liking.
私学園で。この街で、あの場所が一番気に入ってるの。一度は夜の眺めを見てみたいって、ずっと思っていたのよ。
I guess we could go there together and see it. I like the scenery there too. Maybe she's right. It might be a good place to say our goodbyes to this town. A nice last memory of this place. Alright, then I'll go and change too. Even at this time of night, it's probably best we wear our uniforms when entering the school. Come to think of it, this might be the last time I ever wear a uniform.
5分後に、下で。
We made it here without Mana getting tired or collapsing along the way. Apparently her long sleep really has done her some good. Of course, the Kotodama must be continuing to sap her strength even now.
思った以上に、夜の眺めはいいわね。綺麗だわ。
And the artificial snow is complimenting it, honestly. Yeah. I stand next to her and look around. Illusory snow falls silently in the dark courtyard. The night breeze blows gently past, ruffling her hair. It really is a magical scene.
里にはないものよね。この景色の雰囲気は。
No. There are many things in this town which we never had in the village. In fact, do you even see that most things here are that way? And perhaps the most important one, to me at least, is the school and the environment it contains. I'm sure Mana feels the same way.
同じ年頃の子がこんなにたくさんいる場所があるなんて。
I knew about it from books, but experiencing it in person was totally different.
ええ。
She nods with a very peaceful look on her face. She's even smiling slightly. Mana, do you like this place?
好きよ。正直、最初はあまり興味がなかったけど。
She looks out at me out of the corner of her eye.
おかしいわよね。誠と私をたぶらかしたところなんだから。憎たらしくてもいいくらいなのに。
Maybe so, but the fact that she doesn't shows how much the positives outweigh the negatives for her.
私たち、初めからこの町に生まれていたら、どうなっていたのかしらね。
You would be a spoiled rich girl and I would be an unpopular guy. Me too. In a way, it's a meaningless question. We are only who we are because we were born and brought up in the village.
で、誠、大切な話というのを聞かせてちょうだい。
Oh boy, here we go. After a lull in our conversation, Mana turns to me and returns to our original topic.
大きな決心をした、と言ったわね。
Yes, I did. I look her straight in the eyes and nod. I have a request for you. I do like you to cancel the Kotodama used on me here and now.
話って、それだけ？
No. I shake my head. I decided to return to the village. With you, Mana. Her eyes widen as she holds her breath, waiting for me to continue. So please, Mana, cancel your Kotodama. You might think it's still safe, that you can still handle it, but you're almost at your limit. I can tell. If you wait too long, if the words were to happen, I could never forgive myself. Right now, I can't imbue these words with my soul. All I can do is pray that she understands how I feel. All I can do is pray that she'll agree. All I can do is pray.
つまり、私の命が心配だから、仕方なく帰ろうと言っているの？
Well, how else do you want for him to convince you? Because honestly, even though it felt like you did a good thing, it also felt like you were going a little bit crazier, and you wanted to put even more Kotodamas in the guy. Which, well, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
私が好きだから、一緒にいたいからではないの。
Well, he does love you. Her expression hardens. It's the same thing. I don't want to lose you. You understand, don't you? We both lost someone precious to us before. Nozomi. I press on. I want you to cancel your Kotodama for my sake, but also for your own. If you do, then I'll go around erasing everyone's memory of us tomorrow. And once that's done, let's go back to the village together. I speak as earnestly as I can. If this doesn't get through to her, I have nothing left.
でも...
She's still hesitant. It's very rare for her to be this indecisive about anything. That must show how close I am to persuading her.
また里を出ていくのではないの。私を置いて。
I already left her once, it's true. I can't blame her for worrying about that. If you think so, you can just use her Kotodama to stop me. You don't even have to wait until we get back to the village. You can put the Kotodama on me right now. Of course, I do prefer that she didn't use any more Kotodamas in her current state. But if Mana using another Kotodama is the only way I can reassure her, I do prefer to make that choice myself. If you want someone to accept something, you have to accept it yourself first. It's an astoundingly simple concept. Mana, you said that your snow carries your bond to Nozomi, didn't you? I'll think of your Kotodama as my bond to you, as we grow old together from now on. Go ahead, say it. I hear her swallow softly.
Makoto.
She slowly collapses into my arms. As I hold her, I feel her body trembling.
一緒に里へ帰ろう。
Yes, this is how it should be. From now on, I belong to her.
二度と私を置いて外へ行かないで。ずっとずっと、私だけを愛して。
She hugs me weakly as she whispers to Kotodama softly into my ear. It's clear that she's almost at her breaking point. Thank goodness I managed to convince her in time. I stay in Chao's arms for some time, silently, as if soaking in the shower's warmth. But something's wrong. I can feel it, somewhere deep inside me.
Makoto?
It didn't work, did it, now? Mana looks up at me, sensing my sudden realization. Could it be? No, it can't be. But this feeling, maybe it actually is? I won't. I test my hypothesis by speaking the words. I won't go back with you. Her eyes fly open and her body stiffens. I'm sure I have the same look of horror on my face as she does. Because I was right. Mana's Kotodama isn't working.
嘘。どうして？
She slips out of my arms distraught and staggers a few steps backward.
どうして、私の言霊が。
I can't believe it either. I really can't. Never in my life has the Kotodama of Mana's failed to work on me.
そんな、まさか。私。
A look of dismay spreads across her face as she presses both hands to her temples and groans in a low voice. Nana? She turns and runs away from me. I try to reach out to grab her. But at that moment, I'm blinded by a bright flash of white. What happened? It's freezing. The sub-zero air touching the back of my neck makes my whole body begin to shiver. The courtyard is filled with a raging blizzard. What on earth is this? Has Mana's Kotodama power gone out of control? Even in the last few days, while her snow had become more visible and cold, it was still clearly just an illusion. The evanescence of it even made it seem beautiful to me. But this is something else. The Kotodama that Nozomi put in Mana must have spread to act on me and multiplied in power, and... No, there's no time to think about that. Mana, are you there? Where are you? Mana? I look around, calling her name, but I can't see her anywhere. This is bad. I never expected anything like this to happen. A deep foreboding begins to spread in my heart. Mana? I begin to run in the direction I last saw her, towards the main building. Squinting against the freezing gale, I pray fervently that Mana is safe. She could have used after cancelling the Kotodama, but... Now's not the time for judging. This is awful! Inside the school building, it's even worse than I feared. Even indoors, torrents of snow whirl through the air, freezing the walls and piling up into drifts on the floor. Drifts? Mana's snow is an illusion, no matter how cold it might feel. It always disappeared whenever it touched anything. But now, it's as if the illusion is starting to eat away at reality. This is incredibly abnormal. There's no question that something else is going on here. Based on my own experience, I had assumed that mana symptoms these last few days were caused by overuse of our Kotodama. But now I'm realizing that this ever-worsening snow wasn't just a side effect. This was the real problem all along. I don't know where the shock of our Kotodama not working led to this sudden intensification of the snow, or whether it was the other way around. My breath comes out wide as I keep pushing onward. But I don't have the time right now to think about how real steam could be created from illusory snow and illusory cold. I have to find mana. But even if I find her, what can I actually do? Somewhere in the back of my mind, doubt whispers softly. Hell if I know! I will find her, and I will hug her tight. It doesn't matter how impotent I am or how talentless I am at using Kotodama. That I can do. The blizzard continues to grow thicker as I trek up the corridor, one step at a time. It's so cold that if I stop walking, I'm afraid my body might freeze to the ground. I have to keep moving. Mana! On a normal day, this corridor isn't that long, but looking at it through the snow-obscured darkness, it looks almost infinite. Mana must be somewhere inside the building, but where? I don't know. Actually, for all I know, she might have left the building after all. But no, the snow is here. The blizzard is more powerful here inside the building than it was outside in the courtyard. I can only assume that she's at the heart of the storm, wherever it may be. I will find her again, no matter what it takes. No matter what happens, I will never let her be alone again. The wind is very strong. Suddenly, a blast of cold air almost knocks me off my feet, but I manage to stay standing. My will to keep going is as strong as ever, but my whole body is going numb. God damn it! I will find her! I promised myself I do never let her be alone. I try to start walking again, but I can't take another step. My body refuses to respond. For a brief moment, I feel my consciousness slipping away. I try to bite my arm to keep myself awake, but my arm refuses to rise to my mouth. Is this the end? My body won't listen to me. This feels like the exact mirror image of when I collapsed on the side of the road from the heat on the day I arrived in town. I couldn't move my body back then either. But wait, I did manage to move eventually. How? Kotodama! Of course! Even if I can't consciously control my muscles, all I have to do is speak a Kotodama to myself. But I can't use my Kotodama right now. It's been sealed away by Mana, the most powerful living Kotodama user. So fucking what? Am I going to give up that easily? The hell yeah! The hell I'm going to give up on Mana like this. If it's to see Mana, I can throw up any Kotodama, even hers. I know that what I'm saying is ridiculous, even nonsensical, but a fire has been lit in my heart. This is how it should be. The weakest Kotodama user preparing to challenge the strongest. Anything less would be inefficient. Insufficient. I am he who speaks, being but a void, born but a void. I take a deep breath, filling my lungs with freezing cold air. I will find her and go to her. Stop getting in my way. No! I shout. For an instant, a tremor runs through my body. My legs frozen in place and completely numb slowly begin to creak to life again. Go forward! If my legs, then move, damn you! My back foot slowly rises out the ground. It moves forward and plants itself again, in front of me. It's what I was hoping would happen, but it shocks me nonetheless. I actually managed to defeat one of Mana's Kotodamas for the first time in my whole life. No, this must be a one-time miracle, only possible because of the strength of my feelings for her. Now walk! I still must resolve and command my body to keep moving forward. My body slowly takes one more step, then another, and soon I'm making progress again. As I get closer to the end of the corridor, the blizzard becomes more and more violent. I'm approaching the last classroom in the hall. It's our classroom. Mana must be inside. One heavy step at a time, I pulled ever closer to that glass door. Please! There! It's safe! Nah. Forward! Forward, ever forward! Finally! Here it is. I finally arrived at our classroom's door. Snow is piled up against it and the door seems frozen in a spring. Nana is beyond this door. She has to be. With all my strength, I force open the door and step inside.